Always easy, but it gets a lot easier when it's free. Here to tell us about an upcoming screening for hernias is Dr. Melissa Phillips-Lipinska. Good to see you from UT.
Absolutely. Good to see you as well.
First of all, I guess, kind of define a hernia.
Absolutely.
Because I think a lot of people, we hear it, but it's like, okay, what is it exactly?
Sure. So a hernia is really just an area of the abdominal wall or the groin where there's a hole through the strength layer. Okay. What happens when you get that hole is that all the stuff that should be on the inside, like the intestines, comes through the hole and thus makes the bulge. Many people don't even know they have them.
But they can be incredibly painful, though, if you do sometimes.
Yes, sure can.
And this men and women.
Absolutely. So anybody can be affected by a hernia. Infants all the way up to people 100+ years of age. It's a little bit more predominant in men, particularly in the groin, but other things that can predispose are things like having a surgical incision before gives an area of scar. Scar's just not as strong as the native tissue.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask you, is what kind of leads to a hernia then?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Things that are innate weaknesses, like the belly button being there from your umbilical cord. In the groin, again, the sort of developmental pathway leads to that innate weakness, but then the surgical scar can definitely contribute.
So if I'm sitting at home, is there symptoms or anything that sometimes can maybe tip you off that something's not right?
Sure.
Now, obviously the bulge, I know you mentioned that.
Right.
But
well, and it's amazing to me that most people walk around with an outie belly button and wonder when they first got their outie. That is probably an umbilical hernia.
Okay.
So definitely symptoms of pulled muscles can mimic hernia. So the hole, by giving a weakness to the muscle, destabilizes some of that muscle, leads to those things that when you're an active lifter, walker, doer, you're participating in life, all of a sudden gives you an ache and you just kind of go, I think I've pulled something. That can often mimic a hernia.
Because sometimes you do hear of that with athletes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's one of the things that they check when they start having the problem.
Yes.
Okay, so kind of walk us through. I know this is coming up. This is this weekend, right?
It is. It's this Saturday at University of Tennessee Medical
Center.
Well, the hernias are often repaired in a minimally invasive technique. So we can use laparoscopic and robotic technology, cuts down on the scars on the belly wall, improves your recovery time, decreases post-op pain, gives very good outcomes. The minimally invasive approaches actually have lower recurrence rates in the open. And most people just don't have access to a surgeon in their back pocket to get checked. So we've got our MIS surgeons. They're all going to be there and available for the screening. So people who have high copays, anybody with a high deductible health savings account, somebody just that says, maybe I'm worried about this, but I don't have health insurance. Come in, get checked. We can plug you into the system and get you taken care of, or reassure you that you don't have a hernia and it probably just is a pulled muscle, which is sometimes also useful to have that reassurance.
Nice to know. So it's Saturday, what time?
9 to noon.
And where do we need to go when we're over to UT?
First floor of the day surgery building, Building D.
Building D. There you go. Easy to find. Take advantage of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like I said, it's free.
Love to see people
And it shouldn't take too long.
No. No appointment necessary. Just pop in and get checked out.
Perfect. Thank you so much for coming by.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Lori, back over to you.